The Providers is brought to you by Pass Through Productions. In partnership with Next Hunting Products.
Nothing cures a troubled mind like leaving boot prints in the mud. As that crisp morning air stands up your neck of hair and your adrenaline starts to flood. When you're a provider, you understand the things the woods can do. How you can lose yourself in the things that you love, but you can find yourself in them too. Yeah, we're the hard-working, hard-hunting, freeze of fair-land providers. Yeah, we're the hard-working, hard-hunting, freeze of fair-land providers.
You are watching The Providers.
Well, thanks for tuning in to this week's show. This week, it's all about the Chris's on the pro staff. It's like Christmas morning for me. It's the first time I'm going out to check the trail cameras, so stick with us. It's going to be a fun show. Let's start off with Chris Sikora on a fun turkey hunt.
It's the opening morning for turkey season. So far at the blind, we've just got in here. We heard some gobbles on both sides of us. It's been really, really cold, so we're not sure how the bird's going to be reacting to calls. The turkey had been gunshot the way it was hunched up. Oh, he must have it in the way he's turning around like that. I don't think that's what we heard gobble up. That one back here. Is it Jake? Yeah, I don't see a beard. I think the beard might have got froze off. I see a spot where it was. It's big. Yeah, we got our decoy, dude. See a beard yet? I think it's gotta be a Tom though. I'm sure you can tell his beard. Yeah, that big Jake come in and just absolutely just open up more of a barrel of whoop ass on both our hen decoy and our tom decoy. It was funny because, I've never really had it happen before, but, we're like, we're just gonna let him attack it, whatever. So this lasted for, 30 minutes. 30 minutes after he just absolutely just smacked around the hen. Whitney Houston style. And then went all over the tom decoy for 30 minutes. So we're waiting, wondering, should we scare him off or what we should do here? Because there was other toms in the field. We're like, well, maybe we'll see. Maybe he'll leave. He'll be able to get out there. Well, he never left. And so the two toms, figured out where the calling was coming from earlier. And they sprint in. They put on their brakes about maybe 35 yards behind some trees. And all of a sudden, as soon as they saw the decoys on their side, took them. So I actually had to get out of the blind, probably get within 15 yards of the top of that Jake to get him out of here. He still didn't want to leave. When I got fully out of the blind, started calling towards him, and he just kept going at it. So, I guess lesson learned: when a Jake's attacking your decoy, try to get rid of him. I don't know. Apparently, mature toms don't like the sound of beak on plastic.
You are watching The Providers.
Just to see how it feels. Whatever you want, man. Yep. There you go, dude. Dude, you stuck him, man. There we go, man. I've never seen a drop like that, dude. He's done. He's done. That's crazy. First shot, I think I hit right, just skimmed right over the top of him, a little high. That's crazy. We've been going non-stop action this morning, non-stop. He was hanging up. I can't believe I got a second shot on him. The first one, he was at 50. I think I shot right over top of him because I heard the aerial. Probably went through his tail feathers. And he ended up gobbling a bunch of times off and then give me a shot at 40. Bam, made it happen. Good night. The first shot I took was at 50, and I think I just went right over top of him. The next shot, he actually came a little closer. He went to 40 and just dropped him. So, great part of the season now. All we gotta do is gotta try getting Kevin one of these and along other list of other people. So, awesome.
Well, one thing I always like to do before I check my trail cameras is get myself sprayed down, trying to leave as little scent as possible. But first time checking the cameras, man, I'm excited.
Hey, you been getting any interesting pictures out here or what?
Nope, nothing. I'm just kidding. I've been getting pictures of a nice piebald deer out here for probably 2 years. And he's frustrating me because I know he's coming through this area. He's hitting this camera, he's hitting another camera. Well, man, he's nocturnal. Last year, 125-inch 8-point probably. So I'm hoping we got some pictures of him. I know he made it through the winter, but he's my target deer here in 2016.
That is awesome.
So
That sounds sweet. Talk about awesome. Check out Chris as he takes out this buck.
Alright, just by a miracle, we were able to get in the stand where we've got quite a few deer out here in front of us. One, just big 7-point. I mean, he's huge, big body, real mature deer. He just stepped in the woods, but we still have quite a few does right now in the field in front of us. Last night they kind of came down this way towards the stand down the fence row. Hopefully they kind of repeat the pattern and the buck follows. So there's a lot of shooters out here. Hopefully we see one within range.
He's got a pretty big body on him too.
All right, it's the evening on of October 12th. We hunted this stand last night. It was a hard place to get into because there was already some deer in the field, but we saw a real nice 7. You know, it's kind of one I have my eye on. It's a nice big body deer, and then another real good framed 8. We've seen quite a few shooters here. Hopefully, you know, we got about 3 hours till sunset, so hopefully we can see some deer start coming our way, and then we're able to seal the deal on something.
You are watching The Providers.
He's pretty big. He's pretty tall, ain't he? Look at that.
He's a nice one. He only has about 150 yards to go. Cast him out and do some reeling.
We got that.
Wind's going from different directions and the does are starting to close the distance, getting closer and closer. And then all of a sudden we look up and he's starting to move. I mean, he covers, God, 3/4 of the field in a matter of 10 seconds. He is just hustling across.
Get ready, man. Whatever you want.
You know, I draw back on him. I'm holding. You know, what I think he goes through and he's going to take a pause, and I'm going to release on him and slows down for a second and kind of goes through a rolling stop. You know, I punch the trigger, watch it, and, you know, my heart drops to my stomach. I see instant, just horrible shot.
It's alright. Lots of daylight left, man. Watch him. Make sure you watch right where he goes in. Can you still see him, Chris?
He went in right next to that big tree, right next to those 2 big trees. Right with that left one, the one to the right.
Sorry.
Some blood by the point of impact, a little bit maybe within 10 yards. We kind of was pretty spotty, so we kind of just stopped that. We're gonna probably pack up here, get out before it gets dark, before we spook anything. Debating whether when we're gonna go look for it. Probably wait until tomorrow morning, come back out, follow right where we saw him go in at. Hopefully he goes and beds down. Hopefully the arrow, hopefully the broadhead will be real gracious to me.
You know, you stay up late, try to get sleep, doesn't really happen. It starts to get light, and we're going to decide we're going to go back and look for that deer. So, of course it rained. Not only did the harvester come and take out the whole area that we shot, where there'd be anything, but, there's a good rain too. So, any type of blood that's probably going to be there is now gone. You know, there's this little thick spot right in the front corner, and you know, I'm walking, and you know, it's like, it's right there. I'll just go up and check. And a little thick spot, and then as I get about, within 15 feet of it, all of a sudden I see movement, and I just drop. He's there, still alive.
Just put it right behind that shoulder. You got a shot now. I know I did.
I can't believe that. Oh my God.
Nasty,
Thanks, guys.
He dead.
If it would have been colder, he may have been dead, but it's hard to.
Wallowing right there all night.
At least the coyotes didn't get him, dude.
Oh, I know.
I can't believe
Last 2 nights they've been in here howling, yipping and barking on the trail camera.
Here he is, you know, nothing simple. Last night we made a, you know, I made a shot. Thought he was still, you know, he wasn't, you know, took a step forward. I hit him far back, you know, we watched him right where he went in. You know, right then we're like, all right, we're leaving him, you know, for overnight. Backed out quietly, you know, there weren't any deer in the field. Came back this morning, you know, took our time glassing over and over and over, moved real slow. You know, there was a thick pot, you know, right on this edge. It's probably only 40, 50 yards right inside the woods where he came from. Kind of hooked around, and, you know, I just peeked my head over, and there he is sitting up. You know, I instantly dropped to a knee. You know, I already have an arrow knocked, you know, get ready. And, you know, kind of a standstill there. It was a old Mexican shootout. We're waiting for the first person to make a move. I was able to creep over, had a, you know, tiny opening. You know, I decided then, you know, it's, you know, I could last 2 days without water, so you know, I was going to give that a chance. So then snuck a shot through, and you know, was able to then seal the deal on him. So
Check out how Ron and Chris worked together to get this doe. Chris actually went out to film Ron, then he wound up being the trigger man. Check this one out.
Notice who's actually doing the work, by the way.
Well, it's opening day of gun season in Michigan. We're in a tent over a cut cornfield. Let's see what happens. Holy shit, that one's a buck. You just dropped her, dude. Yes, you just dropped her, dude. Yes. Yeah, dude, you just dropped her. She's trash. Go ahead and load up another one, just in case. Another day coming to film. Another deer down. Opening day here in Michigan. Came out to film for Ron. Doe came out. He said, "You want her?" I said, "Yep." So I put her down. She thrashed a little bit, but I think she's down right where I shot her. Whew. That was a quick adrenaline rush. Sweet, dude.
Well, another opening day here in Michigan, gun season. I'm out here filming Ron. I ended up seeing a doe come up over this hill. He told me to grab my gun. I took him up on it, took her down. It was awesome. She's a nice big doe. Gonna provide a lot of meat.
Thanks for watching this week's episode. Make sure you guys check us out at PatsUProductions.com, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, all that fun social media stuff. We'll see you guys next week.